Are you looking to get a great cloud job? Hire a recruiter. Do you want to be a solutions architect? Hire a recruiter. Do you want to be a cloud architect? Hire a recruiter. Watch this video to find out why, how you can work with recruiters, and how you can get your first cloud architect or cloud solutions architect or solutions architect job. Hi, my name is Michael Gibbs and I'm the founder and CEO of Go Cloud Architects, and we're an organization that's dedicated towards building high performance cloud computing and networking careers. Now personally, I've been working in technology for over 25 years, and I've been coaching or mentoring others to get their first tech job or get promoted in tech for over 2 decades. And let me tell you, there's no better feeling in the world when someone calls you and says, "I've got my first tech job, Mike. Thank you for the preparation." I absolutely love it. So in this video, we're going to talk about one of the secret weapons to getting your first architect job, your first cloud architect job, your first solutions architect job, and that is the tech recruiter. How can a tech recruiter help you? Well, there's 2 ways that you can find your job. You can just apply for jobs and hope you beat the resume scanners, or you can use a technology recruiter. Here's what's so great about using a technology recruiter. First, they can actually prep you for the interview because they actually know the customer. So they know what the customer wants, they know what the customer needs, and they can prep you to deliver a better interview. Point 1 there, enough is a reason to work with a tech recruiter. But that's not enough, they do so much more. First, because they know exactly what the customer wants, they can send you on the right interviews versus the wrong interviews. They know your skill set, they know what the customer needs, and they can send you on the right kinds of interviews. So you're not going to be wasting your time going on a bunch of frivolous interviews where you're not going to get hired. You're going to go straight to the jobs you want, where you already have the right level of skill, at least based upon the recruiter's assessment, which is much better than just trying this on your own. The third reason we love recruiters so much is they get you directly to the hiring manager. I want you to really think about this. When you're new and you have limited experience, or you have good experience, but you've got varied experience, if you can get straight to that hiring manager, if you can plead your case to that hiring manager, if you can show them your technical competency, show them excellent soft skills, excellent communication skills, emotional intelligence, executive presence, business acumen, how can they not hire you? So if you go to HR first, you can get rejected there. In many cases you will, and we'll talk a lot more about why that will be later. But when you get straight to the hiring manager and you're exactly what they need, you're going to get hired. So the recruiters really help you get hired. So recruiters solve a lot of problems. The first problem they solve, which is why I really love working with them, is resume scanners. I want you to understand the challenge from a corporate perspective. Companies like a medium performance company will get 3,000 resumes for a single position. And a really great company could get more than 5,000 resumes for a single job. So how does an organization deal with this? Well, they do a few things. One is they come up with job descriptions that are a little on the cuckoo side, meaning they may have 25 years experience, 10 Olympic gold medals, all kinds of things to basically water down who's willing to apply. Now the problem with doing this is you start looking for this vast experience and you start writing these job descriptions that include every other career. The people that actually pass these job descriptions that get to the hiring manager have no skill to do the job. They know a little bit about a lot of things and pretty much every other career other than the one you want to apply for, so it's really hard to hire these people. So I'm not saying this happens all the time. HR can also deliver us some extremely good qualified candidates, but HR can also use those resume auto scanners that basically look for specific keywords and certain things, and if it doesn't see that, you are denied. So it's really common for people that I could actually get hired through a recruiter to be denied and blocked by HR. So recruiters solve the problem of getting past the resume scanners. Guess what? It gets you past HR. So instead of stopping at HR on the way to the decision maker, which is the hiring manager, go straight to the decision maker. Those of us that have a sales background, and I know most of my career as an architect world, but sales is a critical skill of architecture, get to that decision maker. Get to that very top important person. Plead your case to them, show them you're great, and you will get hired. So this is a chance to give a competent newcomer a chance to be hired. So how do you work with recruiters? Now I'm going to say I've been working with this company called IT Excel for 20 years, or almost 20 years now. Now I've worked with a lot of great recruiters, but IT Excel, specifically Steve and Christina that I've worked with forever, they placed me in 2 of the 5 jobs I've had in my careers, And they've literally taken most of my students, or not most of them, but a fair number of them over the years, those in the New Jersey, New York Metro. I've called them and I said I've trained them, and they placed them directly in front of a hiring manager and they got hired. This is so good and so important that I am going to have a bi-weekly show with these two great recruiters. The next one is going to be Friday this week. So I want you to watch this, and if it's later after you've seen this, don't worry, there's going to be lots of replays that you can see on this channel. I want you to know great recruiters and how they can help you. So they can bypass HR, they can get you there, and because I feel it's so important, I'm going to bring two of the best recruiters I know. I know lots of great recruiters. These two are in the top 5% of all recruiters I've ever met, and I love working with them, so I'm going to bring them on to expose you for more, because I want you all to get that cloud architect job, that solution architect job, that cloud solutions architect job, that network architect job, that cloud network architect job. I want you to build the tech career of your dreams, and I want to provide you the best tools and resources to do it. So how do you work successfully with recruiters? You need to understand the recruiter's business model. A recruiter sends qualified candidates to the employer. As long as the recruiter sends qualified candidates that can basically be interviewed and hired on the spot, recruiter's business booms. So when you work with a recruiter, and I work with a lot of recruiters, I don't call the recruiter on my student's behalf until I know that student's ready for the job, because I take the recruiter's business seriously. If the recruiters send bad clients to a hiring manager, the hiring manager won't call that recruiter again. So the recruiter is a trusted advisor to the hiring manager. So I must be trusted with my recruiters. So when you work with recruiters, make sure you know the skills before you even call them. Now, there's nothing wrong with calling a recruiter saying, I'm looking to move into the Philadelphia Metro. I'd like to build a relationship with a recruiter. What's your job market like? I have these skills. Should I do something ahead of time? Recruiters can even give you some guidance sometimes. But don't try to ask a recruiter to get you hired until you're ready. It will be bad for their business, and you need them to get hired. So make sure by the time you go to a recruiter, you are ready. Make sure you are competent. Now, these recruiters are great. They know what the client wants. They may even know the client. They may have great relationships with the client. So they can do the following. They can call that client and say, hey, guess what? I've got Mike. Mike's a great architect. I've known Mike for 20 years. He's energetic, he's enthusiastic, he knows the network, he knows the data center, he knows the cloud, he knows security. Now, what do you think happens when I meet with the hiring manager? He's biased to like me. So, listen to what the recruiters say. They can help you. The recruiters, if they give you instructions on what to say or do in an interview, listen to them. Remember, this is their field, their expertise. They earn money by getting people hired, and they're darn good at it. So find a great recruiter and work with them. Listen to the advice they give you. Ask questions, follow their advice, and go get yourselves hired. Look, I want you all to have a job, and you're all going to get great cloud architect jobs if you do the right cloud architect skills training, the right solution architect skills training, the right network architect skills training. This means knowledge of all the systems and how to design them end to end, business acumen, communication skills, emotional intelligence, executive presence, and all the technical skills of how do you design an end-to-end global technology solution. So go in there, learn those skills, master those skills, and when you're ready, find a great tech recruiter. I'm going to introduce some more to the community coming very soon, and work with that tech recruiter. Get that cloud architect job, get that solution architect job, get whatever job you desire, and start building your career. This is Michael Gibbs, and I'm the founder and CEO of Go Cloud Architects, and we're completely dedicated towards building your cloud architect or network architect careers. Look forward to seeing you in another video. Take care. See you soon. It was so nice having you join us for this video today. Let me tell you about some free services we do for the cloud community. Twice per week, we have a free How to Get Your First Cloud Architect Job webinar, where we tell you all the things you need to do and know to get your first cloud architect job. In addition to that, once per week, we actually have a free question and answer session live on YouTube, where you can come and ask us any questions you want about building your career related to cloud computing or networking, and we'll answer them in real time for you because we want to get you to your goals. Several more times per week, we have guests from industry experts that I've known for decades that are movers and shakers that have changed the world, that can give you information so you can build the best career. I invite them periodically. They are on my show. If there's a chance to do some free training on our channel, we'll do it live because we want you to all to have the best skills for the best career. So please subscribe and hit the bell. I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to assisting you in your technology career. Thank you so much. This is Michael Gibbs from Go Cloud Architects.